Once upon a time, there was a young man named James. James grew up in a small town, with no wealth to his name, working odd jobs just to make ends meet. At 22, he was drowning in debt and could barely afford his rent. Life seemed hopeless. One day, while flipping through an old book at a library, he stumbled upon a quote that changed his life. "You don't need money to make money, you need a plan." Inspired, James made a decision. He would change his mindset and take control of his financial future. Step 1. Learning the rules of money. James began educating himself. He borrowed books about personal finance, followed successful entrepreneurs online, and learned concepts like budgeting, investing, and compound interest. He started small. He created a strict budget to eliminate unnecessary expenses. He set a goal to save $1,000 as an emergency fund. Step 2. Building passive income. James realized his 9-to-5 job wasn't enough to achieve financial freedom. So, he picked up a skill, graphic design. After months of practice, he started freelancing, earning an extra $500 a month. Instead of spending this money, James invested it. He began buying shares in reliable index funds, understanding that compound interest would grow his wealth over time. Step 3. Resilience during setbacks. The journey wasn't easy. James lost money in a bad investment and nearly gave up. But he reminded himself, failure is part of success. It's a lesson, not an end. He kept pushing, focusing on long-term gains instead of quick wins. Step 4. Reaping the rewards. By the time James turned 30, his discipline had paid off. His savings and investments grew to $100,000. At 35, he owned a small business. By 40, James achieved what many dream of, financial independence. Moral of the story: James's story teaches us that no matter where you start, it's possible to turn your financial life around. With knowledge, discipline, and perseverance, you can achieve goals that once seemed impossible. What step will you take today to build your financial